take in the material and expand on materialization and one's personal power, one's career, one's footprint in the world. Hello, collective. My name is Kristen Simone Hansen, and welcome to SeaGoat Secrets. So, collective, to give you a little bit of a background, I am Kristen and I am a healer. Here in this video, we are going to review the 8 numerology number and how it is going to affect us this year in 2024, because this year is an 8 year. We're going to review a bit of the 7 year and how it led up to us being here in the 8 year, how to apply this energy, how to utilize its power, and how to get the best of it. Then from there, we're going to go into how it affects Capricorn directly, which applies to everyone who has Capricorn placements, but this is a Capricorn channel, and I'm always going to ground it in Capricorn. So stay tuned for that, as that is the last chapter. So if you want to become a personal client with me and learn how to utilize this energy, alchemize it to make this the best year ever, especially in terms of understanding 8 energy and its role in manifestation, you can find my package here. And lastly, drop in the comments where you're listening from. You guys know that I am a global citizen and I want to connect with you all globally and on a worldly level. Be sure to like and subscribe. Now, let's get into this. So, it is an 8 year. What does that mean? So you take 20, 24, 2 and 2 is 4. And obviously there's a 4 left over. Drop the 0. 4 and 4 is 8. If you are a 4, for example, this is also a big year for you. But that's what I mean by saying that it is an 8 year. Last year was a 7 year. And to discuss a little bit about the 7 year, it was the year of healing. Healing, and this year is a year of restoration, karma, vindication, power, completion, and the beginning. 8 in general is represented by Capricorn energy, Saturn energy. So that's another confirmation on it being a year of building, a year of Capricorn energy and embracing what does it mean to take in the material and expand on materialization and one's personal power, one's career, one's footprint in the world. It's a year of ambition, it's a year of balance and infinity. So let's go back to the base, right? If you look at 8, it represents the toroidal field. So the way in which the field in itself creates a constant flow of movement. For the 8 years, to understand the color black or the shade black. Black represents infinity, limitless possibilities, and also is the color of Saturn. So to venture back into understanding 8 and, again, infinity and how it relates back to Saturn, which then relates back to Capricorn, this year is a year of infinite possibilities. You can embrace the personal self, find limitless power, and create whatever it is that you deem fit. When we venture back into the 7 year, what were some themes that were going on in the 7 year? Water. Water is a big relation to the year of 7 or the number 7, because it is about healing. Another thing that happens in the 7 year, or for many of you that took place in the 7 year, was a lot of conversations about relationships. In the zodiac 7, the 7th house is a representation of partnerships, right? And it kind of relates back to 7 in numerology in that sense, but it's a little bit different. 7 in numerology is more based on healing than it is general partnerships, but the healing of partnerships and relationship dynamics is still a conversation. The 6th year is one where relationships is more of a general conversation, to whereas the 7 year. So all throughout the year 7, everyone was focused on healing generational trauma, healing traumas from however long ago. Big shifts were happening. The Scorpio moon created a big shift. The Pluto transit Capricorn, venturing in and out of Aquarius and Capricorn, No, Pluto venturing in and out of Aquarius and Capricorn, the Leo Venus as well, definitely created a big impact in terms of how we were doing things. So those are some of the things that were taking place in the 7-year. Big change, big transformation, a lot of growth. It was not an easy year for a lot of people, and a part of the reason why is because healing is never easy. It's never pretty, and it never goes the way we expect it to go. So that was a big theme. Many things broke down in order to get built back up this year. Anything that was meant to go has gone. All that was meant to change has been changed, and that has been our divine's way of basically leading everyone up into a new era, which is this era, the 8-year, the year of building, the year of infinity, the year of infinite possibilities, and also the year of Pluto entering a new age, which is the Aquarian Pluto age, which is also leading us into the Aquarian age in general. So the world is going through a big change. Everyone is going through a big shift. The energy has shifted completely, and we are going to be seeing that at the end of this month, for example. But this is pivotal. This is a big deal. And this year is asking you to build and to create. Now, I'm uploading this video in the time of the Capricorn moon, during Capricorn season, and Capricorn in Mars. And I'm doing that for a reason. All of these transits have come together in order to create the perfect alignment for me to drop this video. And a part of the reason why is because all of this energy coming together is giving us all the momentum we need in order to create the life that we want to see for ourselves moving forward. This Capricorn new moon, along with Mars and the Sun, is powerful, especially as we're still in Capricorn Pluto. Who is it that you want to be, and how is it that you want to see your world flourish for the remainder of this year? This year is big in terms of being able to create monuous, what's that word? I don't know the word, but it's leaving my head right now, but if you guys can put it in the comments. But great change, we'll just say that. What it is that you dream, you can actually bring into fruition. But keep in mind, the 8 years is also a year of karma. So whatever your karma is going to find you. Remember, karma is not a punishment, it just is. You get back what it is that you gave out, which is also why 8 is a representation of return on investment and also vindication. If your karma has been the kind of karma where you've been trespassed against, it can come full circle in a good way. If your karma is maybe where you maybe were a trespasser, those things will find you this year. Find a way to work through it. Do whatever it is that you need to do, but understand that this year is a year of karma. So everything that you do will come back to you, okay? Manage that energy, channel that energy, especially if you are dominant in Saturn chart, or like in your chart you have dominant Aqua or dominant Capricorn. It's important to watch your behavior this year and to only give out what it is that you want to see coming back. So I would say to focus, especially if you have Capricorn placements, focus on how you want to change your life for the better. Focus big on business. It's a great year to build financially. And for the new beginning, for a new era in general, this is a great time to figure out who it is that you want to be for the next 20 years and some of the plans that you want to see come into fruition. And if you're not thinking that far out, excuse me, I have Capricorn placement, so I tend to think that far out, even just in terms of this year. Usually we see people say, new year, new me. That actually is possible this year because of all of the change. Once Pluto goes into an air sign, it is fast movement. So not only is it a karmic year because it's an 8-year, we're now in a air-based Pluto sign. So things are moving like wildfire. So what you give out really can come back to you quite quickly. And that is a good energy. Don't waste it. And don't put it in well, I can't tell you what to do, but just understand that if you keep your vibrations high and you put things in a space of abundance, in the mindset of abundance, you will grow in ways that you never expected this year. Utilize the energy. I wanted to get a little bit deeper in the details of the 8. 8 in general and what it represents in terms of numerology and how you can get a better understanding of it. 8, again, is all about the material world, materialism, how to build in our world and how to create results based on what it is that you are thinking or feeling, or your projections of what it is that you want to see in your life. In terms of biblically, we see 8 show up numerous times throughout the Christian Holy Bible and many other Bibles. One of my great favorite scriptures that mention 8 and 8 as a numerology number is Revelations 21:5. Eight in general is a representation of building creation in the physical, a new beginning, and infinite possibilities. In terms of your personal energy and your personal agenda, 8 is all about drive and ambition, success, and leadership. You can find yourself in a leadership position this year, even if it's just in your home. Embrace all the things that give you personal power. See through things that you never thought possible in the past. This is a great year to push past fear, push past the things that once got into your way, and just tell yourself, keep going. No matter what you do, how can you keep going? I would also suggest embracing Capricornian themes like I use. How is it that you can utilize the things around you or your resources in order to build this year, in order to create more for yourself? Next, I'm going to get into how you can utilize this energy. I would say in terms of your career, focus on careers that are based on money management, how to better one's life, coaching, health coaching. If you own a spiritual business, try to prioritize and focus on how to expand people's lives, manifestation. Yeah. If you're in the business of weddings, because the 8 year is about solid relationships, 8 in general is not so much about the romanticism of relationships or the emotional side of them, but it's about the solidification of relationships. So marriage is a big conversation this year. Getting in the business of weddings is intelligent. Also getting into the business of marriage counseling or how to better partnerships, but again, serious partnerships is a good business. Lastly, I would say if you are not necessarily interested in business in terms of owning one, I would get tied to startups this year. Startups are going to make a lot of growth. They can go very far in terms of what it is that they do if they make the right steps. If you are good at pushing businesses forward or pushing people forward, I would say to start a business around coaching startups or consulting startups, something along those lines. Business is going to be a big conversation. Also fitness. I know we always talk about fitness in the beginning of the year, but this is probably my last one, mainly because of the Pluto transit and it being an 8 year, people are actually going to be more committed to their fitness goals than they have been in the past. And they're more likely to actually see through them this year more than any year in the past. So definitely a good business to get into this year. Next, I will go into love and how the 8 year is going to affect your love life. Again, like I mentioned, big movements, a lot of solidification of relationships. So if you are in a long-term commitment, the likelihood that you or your partner is going to want to take it further is a lot higher than normally or how it was in the past. There's something about your energy or your partner's energy that's just thinking to yourself, you know what, let's take this to the other level. If you were single and you were looking, you are at a higher likelihood to get into a serious partnership this year, or you're aware of what it is that you want to see in terms of a serious partnership, in terms of a commitment. Commitment is on the mind this year, and people are more focused on that idea. You're going to see a lot of themes of like building together, power couple themes, in art and pop culture. Themes about how people can be better at helping each other in love and in romance. So again, I would say to prioritize building with your partner, expanding with your partner. Again, more serious commitments. Children is a big thing. A lot of moving. You guys are probably going to find yourself moving to someplace. Again, if you were single, moving in with someone. Things moving quicker than they have, than maybe you have done things in the past, mainly because of the energy. So being an 8 year, being about serious commitments, serious partnerships, the likelihood that people that can actually make it are going to be meeting each other or connecting with each other, being able to make very quick movements with each other as well, whether it's financially or just the progression of your relationship being able to move faster. And just going from the dating stage into the commitment stage with very organic ease is something that you'll see this year. Now I'm going to go into your personal development. So in terms of your personal development, this year is all about keeping an abundant mindset. Again, think Capricorn. You want to just be focused on growth. Remind yourself when you're feeling down that you can find a way to make it. Where there is a will, there is a way. That's one of my favorite statements. That is a Capricornian statement. Utilize the things around you. Get better in terms of your determination and your ambition. Don't give up on yourself. Stay focused on the goal and don't be afraid to achieve it. Again, with the Aqua and Pluto, there's a lot supporting you in terms of you being able to create what it is that you want without so much resistance, because it's also going to be direct. So put it out there and you're going to be able to see it through. Dreams that you never thought possible. In terms of the internal or the emotional, it's not necessarily the most emotional year, but what it is that you are going to be feeling in terms of the emotions or what's going on internally is probably just ways in which you've gotten in your way in the past, insecurities that might be coming up in terms of what it is that you can do or what it is that you can achieve. And if you are maybe not on the best place in terms of your karma, you might be struggling with seeing other people achieve things and maybe feeling like you're not doing enough. In general, there's a little bit of a competition in the air this year, mainly because, again, it's 8-year, it's Capricorn. 8 is all about new beginnings. It's about the ability to be able to generate and create. Again, think Capricorn, all right? Think about the ability to be cardinal in one's thinking and to create whatever it is that you desire. One issue that you may run into this year is creating and not seeing through things in the end. Another big thing I would say is don't be wasteful, and most importantly, don't be wasteful with your thoughts. What you give out comes back to you. So in terms of your personal finances, give in order to receive. When it comes to your businesses, expand on businesses that would make you more, but also would generate more for the people who are experiencing it. So for your customers and your clients, whatever you give, you can get back. And in terms of your personal identity or your interpersonal relationships, whatever you give, you're going to get back. So if you want love, give love. If you want more, give more. And that's the kind of return on your investment that you're going to be seeing in the 8-year. Again, look at the way that the shape sees itself. Keep this mindset all year. Look at this symbol. Utilize this symbol. Meditate on this symbol in order to have a very progressive year. Also, for those of you who are interested in tarot, this year is the year of the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and Empress energy. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hi, Capricorn. Let's get into you. So for this year, it's your year. I've told you guys over and over again, it is your year, Capricorn. And the 8-year is all about you. You know this energy and you know it well. You guys have been beaten up. You have gone through it. The 7-year was all about healing, and that's why it was so rough and so difficult. And with Pluto still being in your sign, it was putting you through things that you never deemed possible. But like I've mentioned to you guys numerous times, this year is going to be the year where you're able to look back on the things that have happened and you have a lot of gratitude. I've been seeing you guys in the comments with gratitude statements, right? Like, oh, you know, I think the lighting's a little, maybe we can fix it. Okay. You know, oh, I'm grateful because of what happened. I love the kind of person I've become. It's been a rough 15 years. Yes, utilize all that energy, embrace all of that. It's not for the other signs, it's more about how this year relates to last year. But for you guys, it's the end of an entire era, and now you're ready to build. So build on who it is that you are now, the ways in which you've changed, the ways in which you've transformed. You've got some big plans, and many of you are looking at the next few years. So what it is that you want to build this year, but where it is that you want to see yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now, which is classic of Capricorn, but it's mainly because you've changed and you want your world to reflect who it is that you are now. And it's a big deal in terms of the way in which you've transformed and transitioned. This year is very pivotal, and I'm happy to say that when you guys put something out, you're going to get it back. The returns on your investments are big this year. This year is also a focus on the black cube. I'm going to put in the Alchemy of the Devil video. You guys, watch this video and listen to what I'm saying about black cube energy. This is your energy. It's important to dive deep and meditate on this energy. Yes, I am coming up with all of the videos that you guys need for this energy, just hold tight. I got you guys covered. Most of the things that I'm focused on this year are about alchemizing and again, manifestation, personal power growth. So just hold on. I'm going to come with the rest of them. But for now, watch that video and understand what it is that I'm saying about alchemizing the energy. Until I come up with the bigger videos, I'll mention again the package that you can buy from me in order for us to work on your career and your manifestations directly. Till then, really focused on manifestation this year. Really focus in on your personal power. Everything with you guys is the internal. So there's a deep sense of wanting to see through the new beginning that you have inside. Okay, so you guys have a deep desire to utilize the energy that is going on inside of you. There's a lot of vibrant feel. There's a deep sense of personal power that you have going on inside of you and the ability to create. You know that you want to create a new world for yourself. You know that you're ready to show the world who it is that you are, especially after going through so much change and transformation. You are excited to be you, regardless of how things are looking around you or all that you've lost or gained or have gone through. You're excited to show people who it is that you are. This is the year to do it. Infinity, infinite possibilities, and this is you. The 8 supports you because you are Capricorn, you are Saturn. This is all about you. You're getting a full return on your investment. So understand that all that you've lost will now be given back. All of that pain and difficulty that you experienced during the 7-year or for the past 15 years, but most importantly during 2023, it is your year of full return. It is your year of vindication. It's your year of I guess the 180, right? The completion. And that is what's going on for you. So biggest thing for you is to understand power. But remember, not power in the traditional sense, the new sense of power that you have. The power that you've now learned about, your spiritual power, the depth of your power, your emotional power, your SeaGoat power is going to work for you this year. Many of you are building new empires. You're building a new way of being, a new way of existing. And many of you are also in spiritual-based businesses, or again, how people can expand themselves on a much deeper level than they have before. Even if you are in real estate, you're now looking at how is it that you can make a bigger footprint, go more with your clients, dive deeper with your clients. I would suggest having embracing things more like emotional intelligence when it comes to how you relate to your clients. Big, 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 big. Aqua is in Pluto, your money sector. 2nd house energy. It is now millionaire karma in the chart, baby, and I'm excited to see you guys in this space. It's not to say that it's going to be easy completely. Well, actually, when Pluto goes into Aqua, things are going to get very peaceful for you. Right now, they're kind of chaotic. Okay? While Pluto's still in Capricorn, things are feeling quite chaotic. But when we get to the end of the month, you're going to be in a much more peaceful place. Now, it's not to say that this year is going to be completely smooth sailing, but it is going to be quite graceful. I'm not going to deny that. It's going to be graceful, but you're still going to have to put in work. It's just understanding that the work that you're putting in, you're finally getting a nice, easy, and organic return on your investments quite organically and quite quickly. Just make sure your intentions are in the right place and make sure that your heart is true. And anything that you desire is going to be able to come into fruition. Those things that you're looking at now and you're like, I've been working really, really hard. How is this going to see itself through? Just continue at it, especially while Pluto is still in Capricorn. Keep going. This whole year is about you continuing to keep going. It's all going to come back. And I'm happy because you guys are going to be in a much better place. It's not the kind of hard work that you're used to where you're working so hard and it feels like you're having to literally bleed your own skin in order to see a return. No, it's much more simple. It's much more graceful and things are on your side. You made it and you did it. And I'm excited for you. Remember, where attention goes, energy flows. So keep control of your thoughts this year. Channel your thoughts in a more positive light. We talked about that last year, remember? How basically Pluto was beating you guys up so bad that you didn't have a choice but to finally surrender that Capricorn stereotype of negative thinking, and you had to surrender yourself to positive thinking because negative thinking would have destroyed you. You've got there. You learned that. Utilize that. You've also learned how to manage not having as much as you're used to or how much you're comfortable with. Utilize that this year. It's going to make a big, big impact in a positive way. You've also had to learn who to let go of and who to keep. You guys are going to be running into a bit of envy this year. You're going to be the center of a lot of growth, okay? So all eyes are going to be on you, and all those eyes are not necessarily, some of them are going to be green, if you get what I'm saying. So you know this, you've been through this, 6 and 7 year, 2022, 2023, you've done this. You are no longer afraid to cut cords. You're no longer afraid to break free. Utilize that energy. It's easier now. It's simple now. You're going to see in this year that everything that happened to you was made to work in your favor. And it's going to give you the life that you've always wanted. And piece by piece, you're going to see it come through. Okay? So I'm excited about this. I love you. Okay? And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. I love you. Okay? Ciao.